Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 27th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Saturday out there. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Sunday and Monday. We're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisories across the nation as well. Also, we'll take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products they offer. And also, we're going to take a look at the tropical weather outlook for the next 48 hours and for the next 7 days at the end of this broadcast. Okay. If you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you. That's all you have to do is smash that subscribe button and you're in. You get my forecast twice a day on here as I do daily content twice per day. Like these videos, share these videos, and try to push them out to as many people as possible. Every time you hit that like button, it helps the channel out a lot to get more and more viewers to view my content, and that will grow my subscriber count. If somebody could help me keep hitting these like buttons, also tell your friends, family, and neighbors to subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful as well. So that way I can get my channel growing a little more. I don't need but just a very few more people, and I will be at 400. Then the next goal of mine is shooting for 500, and then 600, and then 700, and then go from there. Alrighty. Well, I hope everybody are enjoying these videos. I hope everybody likes them, and like I said, I keep pumping them out twice a day here, folks, so that way everybody get a chance to see what the weather forecast for your location is going to be, and I'll give you a little bit of perspective of what I expect is going to happen pretty much as well. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now. That's enough the intro, so let's go ahead and get into the meat of the products, and we're going to dive on into the forecast now. Alrighty, we still got high pressure dominating the southern Canada, also around the Montreal and Toronto, Canada area. Also, we have high pressure dominating Maine, back down to New Hampshire, to Boston, New York, and also down to Philadelphia, through Pennsylvania. Also into portions of central and northern Ohio, back into Chicago, Illinois. Back through portions of Indiana, Illinois, back into Minnesota as well. Wisconsin, down to Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, back down toward Houston. Texas area, back into Mississippi, portions of Georgia, and even portions of northern Florida area, Utah, Colorado, back into New Mexico, Arizona, and also into northern portion of Mexico as well. Also portion of Seattle, Washington, and Oregon. High pressure dominating your region as well. We do have some shower and thunderstorm activity over here in portions of Washington, D.C., back through Virginia. Also back into southern Ohio, back into southern Indiana, through eastern Kentucky, through eastern Tennessee, into the Carolinas as well. In that red slashed area, that's pretty much along the Appalachian mountain chain there. Might get some flash flooding possible in that region. Got some shower and thunderstorm activity down here in portions of central and southern Florida. Also down here in southwest Alabama, back in the southern portion of Mississippi and southern Louisiana. Also, we have more shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of a little bit of northern Mexico into Texas. Also back into portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, also into Nebraska, and the South and North Dakota. Also portions of northern Colorado as well. Shower and thunderstorm activity extends all the way over to Montana, back into eastern Washington State, back into portions of northeast Oregon. Also into portions of Wyoming, back into southern Idaho. Also into portions of north central Nevada, and also back over into northern California. Maybe some shower and thunderstorm activity there. In the yellow slashed area there may be some severe weather possible from the panhandle of Texas all the way into portions of Kansas on your Sunday. Alright, let's take a look at your Monday forecast. We still got high pressure dominating southeast Canada, southern Canada as well. All the way back down from Maine, back through Boston, New Hampshire, Boston, New York, down toward Philadelphia. Northern portions of Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, you're getting a few showers there as well for your Monday. Back over to Ohio, getting dry weather. Also into Michigan, Wisconsin, much of Minnesota through Iowa, Kansas, portion of Nebraska, and northeast Oklahoma, back into Louisiana, all the way back into Georgia, and also into northern Florida as well. Over here we got shower and thunderstorm activity standing from Pennsylvania, Washington D.C., Virginia, back into West Virginia, down into portions of North and South Carolina, with some shower and thunderstorm activity for you Monday. Also down here in central and southern Florida, around the Florida Keys, you might get some shower and thunderstorm activity. Also down here in the Gulf of Mexico, into Texas, also into portions of southern Oklahoma as well. Got some shower and thunderstorm activity there. Also over here in portions of right at the United States-Canadian border, might be a few thunderstorm showers there as well. Extending into northwest Minnesota, down in South Dakota, North Dakota. A few pockets of shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of Nebraska. Also over here in portions of Wyoming and also South Dakota. Also over here around the Denver area. Also portion of western portion of Nebraska and northwest Kansas as well. Shower and thunderstorm activity. Also a few patches of shower and thunderstorm activity over Wyoming and Montana. Also back over here in Idaho as well, got some shower and thunderstorm activity there. And also over here portions of southern Idaho and northern Nevada. Also more over here portions of California as well. In the purple slashed area there, the purple area there may be some mixed precipitation in that vicinity of Wyoming and southern Montana. High pressure still pretty much in charge from the Pacific Northwest, from Seattle, Washington, down to portion of Oregon, Southern California, New Mexico, Arizona, and also Utah and western Colorado and southern Wyoming as well for your Monday. Okay, let's move on to the weather radar now. As you can see across the nation, there's that little spin down here in the off the Georgia coast. That's that little area of low pressure. It will continue to move off to the north as it just slowly does. It'll keep the shower and thunderstorm activity over the southeastern United States, and also keep us a little cooler as well. Also, we got scattered activity over here in Georgia. Also down here around Puerto Rico, got some scattered activity in your vicinity. Also down in the Bahamas and Cuba as well. Also, we have some shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of western Tennessee, back into eastern Arkansas, and also into Mississippi and northeastern Louisiana. Also, more shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of northern Mexico and Texas as well. Also, back into New Mexico, Colorado. Also, a little bit over here in Kansas, and the shower and thunderstorm activity there in the central and southwestern of, let's see, Washington State over to Montana, all the way into Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Idaho, Oregon, also into northern central California and north central Nevada as well. Guam's radar still down because the power outages there still out. Over central and southern Alaska, still got some scattered showers there, maybe a snow shower or two. And around the Hawaiian Chain Island, got a few scattered showers on the central and south side, but other than that, everything looks a-okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to the watches, warnings, and advisories for your location. Excuse me. We have some coastal flood advisories over here in North Carolina. Like I said, we got quiet conditions along the northeastern United States, back into portion to much of the middle of the country. But we do have a lake wind advisory over here in portions of the South Carolina, east central Georgia. Have some hydro issues over here in portions of Florida. We still got that flash flood watching effect for northwest Mississippi. Got a few severe thunderstorm warnings in the lighter blue. That would be some special severe weather statements for you guys there. Also in Texas here, we have some, also look like Louisiana. Got some air quality alerts in Louisiana. Southeast Texas. Also over here in eastern Texas as well. Northeastern Oklahoma. Also into portions of Missouri. Also into Illinois. Also more up here in Minnesota as well. We got a red flag warning. Fire weather watches in effect for portions of northern Wisconsin, also northeastern Minnesota. Also red flag warnings there in northern Minnesota as well. Also, we got some river flooding still going on in North Dakota, South Dakota. Got some hydro, and well, got some flood flood advisories over portions of southwestern Nebraska for some severe weather. Also, flood watches, flood advisories over north central Texas. Also, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect for western Texas and also into eastern New Mexico. Also into southern Colorado, all the way into portions of Wyoming and also southeastern Minnesota, western South Dakota, and western Nebraska as well. Got a tornado warning right here in Colorado. Also another one up here in portions of Wyoming as well. Also, we have a severe thunderstorm warning down here in portions of New Mexico. Also in the Wyoming, also up in the portions of Montana as well. There's that flash flood watch in effect for you guys there in Montana. Got some river flooding still going on in Colorado, back into Nevada. Also, yeah, Nevada, Utah, and also into New Mexico, and also Idaho as well. Got some flooding issues possibly in northeast, eastern portion of Washington State. Got a flash flood warning there in effect as well. Special weather statement still in effect for California down into Nevada. Hydro issues there as well. Alaska looks good. Got a few flood advisories in the southwestern portion and some special weather statements for there as well. And the Hawaiian chain island looks a-okay. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview page now. As you can see, there's a shower and thunderstorm from Virginia down into the Carolinas. Also over southern Florida. Also over here in portions of Louisiana into portions of western Kentucky and Tennessee. Also into Arkansas and Mississippi. Also there's that scattered activity over here in the Pacific Northwest. There's those watches and warnings that I showed you on the map. There's a slight risk for a portion of Texas and New Mexico. Also again here in Colorado. All the way back into portions of Montana and North Dakota. As you can see a little bit better on this forecast chart. There it is right there. You can see it. Got the slight risk from West Texas through portions of the Panhandle of Texas, eastern portions of New Mexico, portions of northern Colorado, through portions of eastern Wyoming, southeastern portions of Montana, southwestern North Dakota, western South Dakota, and western Nebraska. General thunderstorm, like I said, in Louisiana to Tennessee, the Carolinas, as well here in Florida, and back over here in the Pacific Northwest from Colorado back to Washington State, Montana, into California as well for general thunderstorms in that area. Alright, excuse me. Alright, let's take a look at the watches here real quick. We got severe thunderstorm watches in effect for southern Montana, southeast Montana. There it is for western South Dakota, eastern portion of Wyoming, western Nebraska, and northern portion of Colorado. There, central and eastern portions of New Mexico and west central Texas as well. The MDS discussion, that was just that concerning severe thunderstorm watch they got in effect there. This one right here, this is just watch unlikely, and also this one right here, just a concerning severe thunderstorm watch that's already in effect for that region. All right, let's take a look at the storm reports across the nation. As you can see, we got 4 tornado reports. We have 0 high wind reports and also wind reports. Hail reports, we had 19 of them. 0 was large, so that brought the total number to 23 as of currently as of this recording, because I'm expecting these numbers to increase as we head through the remainder of the afternoon and evening hours in y'all's area. You can see there's a tornado report coming out of Texas. Also the other one's coming out of Wyoming. The large hail report was in New Mexico, portion of Colorado, northern Colorado, eastern portions of Wyoming, and northeastern sections there as well, and also one over central portions of North Dakota. Alright, let's take a look at the fire weather real quick. We have some elevated fire weather problems over portion of Minnesota. Also again back over here in portion of central and western portions of New Mexico, and eastern portions and southeastern and eastern portions of Arizona. So if anybody in these areas here, there could be a elevated risk for wildfires to escape. So just be on the lookout for that, because wildfires can escape quickly with little to no warning, and they could take off out of control very, very. And finally, we're going to wrap this video up with the Storm Prediction Center. I mean, not the Storm Prediction Center, the National Hurricane Center for that little system here off the southeast coast. Currently, we have a 0%. There it is, X'd off here, right off the Georgia, South Carolina coast. It still has a 0% chance of development. Also, same here. This is the next 7 days. Still showing that little system. And no tropical development is expected out of this system. Alrighty, we're going to read this here, and then I'm going to end the video for the southwestern Atlantic and non-tropical low pressure system was located about 80 miles south of Charleston, South Carolina. Continued to produce gusty winds, and this organized shower and thunderstorm over portions of the southeastern United States and the western Atlantic Ocean. This low is expected to remain a frontal system while it moves northward and inland over the Carolinas tonight or early Sunday. Even though development into a subtropical tropical cyclone is not expected, the system will produce gusty winds and dangerous surf, rip current conditions along the portions of the southeastern United States coast through Sunday. Heavy rainfall is expected in portions of the Carolinas and Virginia during the next couple of days. Hazardous marine conditions are also expected over the coastal and offshore waters, where gale and storm warnings are in effect. For more information, check out your local National Weather Service office for their high seas forecast issued by pretty much the Wilmington Weather Office and the Charleston, South Carolina Weather Office. Wilmington, North Carolina. Let me say Wilmington, North Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina Weather Office. For if you anybody in South Carolina, just check them weather office there for the high sea weather forecast. Formation chance through 48 hours, low near 0%. Formation chance through 7 days, low near 0%. Okay, well, that's all I got for you in this video. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Excuse me. Had some hot dogs for supper and they were so good. But anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Take care. We'll catch you back in the next video. And remember to enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, and consider subscribing. Love to have you. We'll catch you back in the next one.